Hello, Ace Movie Recaps here. Today, I'm going to explain a series titled Alrawabi School for Girls. Picture being a girl who gets constantly bullied in school, but as the events proceed, you become victorious. Imagine that girl being the lead character of today's series I'm about to explain. Enjoy! At the beginning of the story, we see Mariam, our main character, outside the school. Some girls beat up Mariam so badly that she becomes unconscious. The girls leave her there and run away. The girl who beat up Mariam is questioned by the police, but none of them confessed. The series takes us back 2 weeks. The scene opens on the school bus where Mariam sits with Dina, her only friend. In the back seat, Layan, the school bully, is sitting with her friend Rania. Layan's father is a powerful person with a lot of influence, which is why Layan never gets in trouble. The school principal is also afraid of her father. Layan tells Rania that she will visit her boyfriend Laith, whom she met on Facebook. At the next stop, Layan spills tea on Dina, and everyone focuses on her. I guess Layan takes her spilling skills to the next level. Anyway, Layan uses this opportunity to sneak out of the bus. Mariam notices her but remains silent. Layan changes her dress and visits Laith. Layan is very scared because she doesn't want someone to see her. In class, Miss Abir introduces a girl named Noaf to the school. Noaf dresses differently. On that same stop, Layan sneaks back inside the bus and tells Rania about her date, revealing that she will sneak out again come Wednesday. Back home, Mariam has dinner with her family and talks to her boyfriend, Yazan, whom she has been dating for 2 weeks now. The next day at the basketball game, Mariam and Layan are on the same team, but Layan doesn't pass the ball to Mariam and continues to bully her. Layan makes fun of Mariam and everyone laughs at her expense. Dina tells Mariam that Layan will go out again on Wednesday. Mariam squeals to the teachers about Layan dating a college guy named Laith. However, Miss Fatten, the principal, only scolds Layan and lets her go. Layan and her friends figure out that Mariam might be the one who told on them, so they beat her up really badly after school. Mariam faints, and we see the scene we saw at the beginning. The girls are being questioned by the police officer, but they don't tell the truth. Noaf had seen those girls beat Mariam, but Rania threatened her, so she also stays quiet. Out of fear, Mariam also doesn't speak the truth. The police officers arrive at an assembly and ask the students who did this to Mariam. Layan accepts that she did it, but tells them that Mariam touched her inappropriately, so she had no choice. The other girls believe Layan, and Mariam gets suspended for 2 weeks. Mariam's mom is really mad and feels ashamed because of her daughter's actions. Mariam feels alone and unsupported, which makes her really sad. But instead of giving up, she becomes determined to get revenge. Layan, along with her friends Rokaya and Rania, is considered the leader at school, but Mariam wants to shake up the status quo. Unfortunately, Mariam finds herself alone because Dina ignores her and doesn't respond to messages. After a 2-week break, Mariam returns to school with pills and a vengeful attitude. But Layan continues to torment her, tripping her and making her apologize in class. Now it's time for Mariam to seek revenge. She plans to disrupt the school routine by setting off the fire alarm. When all the students gather in the courtyard, Mariam plays audio of Layan gossiping over the loudspeaker about their teachers. As a consequence of their actions, Layan, Rokaya, and Rania are given cleaning duties and banned from school activities, including soccer tryouts. While they clean, Noaf approaches Mariam and reveals her reasons for teaming up with her. She was expelled from her previous school for hacking and stealing exam results. Their partnership is based on more than misunderstandings. In the restroom, Layan and her gang confront them, determined to exploit their connections and avoid punishment. After a school assembly about bullying, soccer tryouts begin. Despite objections from Miss Abir, Miss Fatten allows Layan and her friends to participate, showing her bias. Mariam takes revenge by hitting the ball directly at Layan's face. Later, Rokaya believes Noaf is responsible and targets Noaf's younger sister, Joud. Noaf seeks help from Mariam and proposes a collaboration. They want to teach Layan a lesson without being noticed. But Mariam has bigger plans. She wants to deal with Layan's friends first and then confront the true problem, Miss Faten. Dina and Hawaii participate in a food eating contest, but Hawaii ends up vomiting. Mariam tries to convince Dina that Layan and her gang are manipulating her, but Dina doesn't believe her. The school is excited about an upcoming charity event. The girls change into casual clothes. Rokhaya expresses discomfort with revealing photos Layan sent to Laith. Layan suggests sending a topless picture to prove authenticity. Mariam overhears this. Layan and her crew target Dina by pouring nail polish on her trousers and spreading embarrassing pictures. Mariam comforts Dina and reveals their plan for revenge. Noaf is upset, thinking the plan is compromised. The charity event goes on as planned. Rokhaya falls for the fake Facebook friend scheme. Yazan confesses his love to Mariam, but she rejects him. The girls separate Rokhaya from Layan and Rania. They delay Rokhaya's return and gain access to her phone. They persuade Rokhaya to take pictures with her headscarf down, which is later posted in her Facebook account and everybody sees it. After Rokhaya's pictures cause a commotion, her mother takes her home. Mariam focuses on dealing with Rania and Layan. As a school trip approaches, Dina worries about their group's motives. Destroying someone's life makes them no better than the bullies they despise. Rania confronts Noaf after her boyfriend follows Noaf on social media, leading to a dramatic confrontation that Dina compares to a soap opera. Layan fails to make the football team, adding to her misery. Mariam takes her spot alongside Rania. In the locker room, Layan sees Mariam taking pills and takes a photo of Mariam's journal. She spreads the contents of the journal around the school, leading to relentless bullying towards Mariam. Mariam feels overwhelmed and considers changing schools and giving up on her revenge, but Dina and Noaf convince her to stay there. Rania and Layan try to visit Rokhaya, but her mother refuses to let them see her. Rokhaya's mother punishes her, blaming her for bringing disgrace to the family. That night, Mariam finds comfort at Dina's place. With encouragement and support, they decide not to give up. They work together to devise a new plan. Noaf manages to retrieve the journal from Layan, giving them a solid foundation for their future actions. The scene begins with students getting ready for a school trip. Layan's brother drives them, and Layan is surprised to find a gun in the compartment where they stash things. Without asking many questions, they reach their destination and join the rest of the group. Ms. Abir assigns rooms to everyone, and Layan, Rania, and Noaf end up sharing a room, which could cause some drama. While the others are busy with activities, Noaf and Layan decide to relax separately at a spa. Unfortunately, a man enters and behaves inappropriately towards Noaf. Surprisingly, Layan steps in to protect her and chases away the harasser. When Ms. Abir arrives, Noaf chooses not to tell her about the incident, which makes Layan unhappy. After what happened, Noaf finds it hard to stick to her plan against Layan and Rania because Layan helped her earlier. To show her loyalty, Noaf decides to stop being involved in their phone hacking exploits. During dinner, Noaf tries to convince the girls to give up their plan. However, Mariam, driven by revenge, sees Noaf's actions as a betrayal and reacts childishly. Noaf eventually walks away from the group during their heated argument. Her mood shift changed faster than a blink of an eye. Anyway, back in their hotel room, Layan and Rania invite Noaf to join them at the club later that evening. Layan wants Noaf to be with them to reduce the chances of her betraying them. But Mariam suspects that it's a trick to make Noaf a scapegoat and bring her down. While the girls are away, Mariam decides to carry out Plan B, which is to expose the girls and get them in trouble. However, she didn't expect Noaf to be there. It's too late to change her plans. Mariam makes a call, starting a chain of events that will reveal the plan. In the chaos, Rania's bad boyfriend starts flirting with Noaf. Luckily, Noaf checks her phone just in time to avoid being caught. Unfortunately, Rania isn't so lucky when Ms. Abir arrives at the club. Rania covers for the others and tells them to go back to their room, and they do. With the tension easing for a moment, Noaf looks at Mariam down the hall, her expression changing from calm to angry as she realizes that Mariam is the reason they almost got caught. Rania is sporting a big shiner on her eye courtesy of her angry dad. Layan supports her, but Rania thinks it's best for Layan to stay away from Laith for now. Mariam still wants revenge, so she stays away from Dina and Noaf and walks with determination through the halls. Mariam heard Layan and Rania talking in the bathroom, which gives her something to use as leverage against Laith and Miss Phaeton. Miss Phaeton is getting an award for her behavior, but Layan skips school to be with Laith. Mariam takes advantage of this and tells Dina and Noaf to back off. But her friends don't want to give up and try to stop Mariam before she does something silly. What does Abir find in Phaeton's office? Well, Abir is curious too, so she breaks into Phaeton's office to look at her computer. She hopes to find Layan's parents' phone number. While she calls their emergency contact, Rania finds out that Dina took the picture of the couples together. Rania gets mad and confronts Dina. Finally, Dina and Noaf admit everything about the revenge plan when Rania confronts them. But Rania warns them about the danger of Layan's family. Things get chaotic when Arib brings Layan's family to the office and tells them she's not at school. Does Mariam get revenge? Mariam's plan matches what's happening. She's torn about whether to message Layan's family about where she is. Rania warns Mariam about the possible problems, like the danger of Layan's brother's gun and their family's reputation. Rania asks Mariam to stop and promises to leave her alone if she does. But Mariam makes her choice and sends the message, knowing the risks. During a school meeting, Layan's brother receives the message and hurries to Lath's place. She's like a modern-day carrier pigeon, delivering drama straight to the door. Anyway, Rania tries calling, but Layan's phone is silent. The banging on the door brings Hazem into the conflict, and they don't know what to do next. Back at school, Layan's mad dad throws Fatin's award and blames her for whatever happens to his daughter. At the house, Hazem attacks Lath and knocks him down. Hazem confronts Layan with his gun and asks about their family. Mariam changes the situation from being bullied to being the bully, replacing Layan's position as the campus queen bee. Like, if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content, goodbye!